Hey there guys, so Joseph Parker's team have raised concerns about Derek Chisora going into the fight on October 26th. Now, Joseph Parker's trainer Kevin Barry has had this to say to Sky Sports about Derek Chisora's conduct in the fight. I've been actually getting some very good sparring guys. I won't name them, guys who, one in particular, who is mimicking Chisora very well. Everything from leading in with his head, using his elbows and forearms and low blows, and choking Joe with his arm, pushing Joe's head down, all the fouls that we know Derek Chisora has a part of his skill set. My biggest concern about this whole fight is the officials. I'm hoping now that we've signed with Eddie Hearn, I'm not worried about the judges because they're all going to be independent, but I'm worried about the referee. It's very, very important that we get a referee who can control a physical fight of this magnitude and give us an even playing field. I think we've earned that from the British Boxing Board of Control. So that is Kevin Barry's take on the fight with Derek Chisora. They are clearly preparing for a very physical fight. Now also in the camp, further concerns were made by Dave Higgins, the promoter of Joseph Parker. This is what he had to say. Joseph Parker and Kevin Barry are 100% right to be gravely concerned. We've got a 100% rate of unfair treatment in the UK by the officials. I invite the British public and media just to look at the tapes. You can see it, it's not an opinion, it's fact. We would call for a level playing field and we'll be scrutinising very closely the choice of the referee, in particular, as well as the judges too. The referee has been the main issue for the three fights rather than the judges. He's referring to Derek Chisora. It's like Dillian Whyte. They look to win in any way possible besides just boxing. He's now at the end of his career and he'll do anything. We're going to need a very strong referee that administers in a very fair manner. Now, as you can expect, David Higgins has gone a little bit over the top. I don't think it has all been swayed in British fighters' favour in the past against Joseph Parker. Certain things, maybe like a little bit of inside fighting against Anthony Joshua, and maybe Dillian Whyte was roughing Joseph Parker up a little bit, but the ref was letting it go, and ultimately at the end of the day, the job is to win within the rules of boxing. And Dillian Whyte, he was leaning on Joseph Parker, and I mean he made it a rough fight. But that just meant the fight was being fought on Dillian Whyte's terms, much as it was against Anthony Joshua. So ultimately, at the end of the day, I don't think it's as bad as they are making out, because he did get a win over Hughie Fury, a very close fight. Now, ultimately, I do believe that he beat Hughie Fury but it was a close fight. And in the UK, you would probably believe it would sway towards the British guy, but it didn't, it went to the away guy. So I don't think they can have too many complaints about that, because the Hughie Fury fight, as I said, was very close. It could have gone to Hughie Fury, it could have gone either way, but Joseph Parker got the decision. So if there was any unfair treatment, then it would have happened then. Hughie Fury would have got the decision, not Joseph Parker. Now, obviously, in that fight between Hughie Fury and Joseph Parker, leading up to it, Dave Higgins did kick up a fuss about the referee, but at the end of the day, he got what he wanted. The referee was changed, and perhaps that is what he's looking to do here, trying to put the judges and officials on edge just to make sure they keep an eye on Derek Chisora, and just put that in their head to make sure they are watching Derek Chisora on the night. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it is a fight, a heavyweight fight, and Derek Chisora doesn't come there to box, he goes there to fight. So Joseph Parker better be ready to fight on October 26th. And I think he will. I think Joseph Parker is preparing for this. And obviously he has the Dillian Whyte fight where he wanted to box Dillian Whyte, but Dillian Whyte dragged him into a dogfight. And Joseph Parker did go into his shell for a few rounds, and it was only in the last round that he finally burst out and started landing on Dillian Whyte and taking the fight to him. And I believe that if Joseph Parker is to stand any chance of winning this fight, then he must do that at stages. He cannot just box Derek Chisora from the outside, because Derek Chisora will just keep on coming. And Joseph Parker, I don't believe, possesses the power to keep Derek Chisora honest. So this is going to be a war. Joseph Parker may want to box Derek Chisora, but I don't believe that is going to happen. I believe this will have to be an absolute dogfight. And Derek Chisora will bring the heat. Joseph Parker needs to be ready for that. Is he ready for that? In the past, he hasn't been, especially against Dillian Whyte. As I said, he wanted to box Dillian Whyte, not fight him, but he was dragged into a dogfight. But this time around, he will have to start the fight the way he finished the Dillian Whyte fight. And we will soon see if Joseph Parker is up to that. But anyway guys, what are your thoughts on this? Dave Higgins and Kevin Barry expressing their concerns about the officials in Britain on October 26th. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, click the thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks guys.